What's going on, YouTube and everybody in America? This is Kevin in Kevin's Corner, and I had a thought. I want to encourage everyone that voted for President Trump to remember one thing: always finish the game. Now, what do I mean by that? You ever seen somebody who is celebrating before the game is over, and then they look around and realize that the game ain't over? It's still time on the clock. Let me give you an example. There's kids sometimes that, everybody like to be sweet on the basketball court, a whole bunch of this and that, and they'll hit a jumper, and they like, and they celebrating while the other team gets the rebound and is running back down the court to make a basket, while they're down here still celebrating their work. Well, it's the same thing with anybody who voted for President Trump and still supports him and his agenda. Because when you look at how the Democrats have been responding to his win and to his presidency, to his cabinet, to his agenda, to all of this, you see then that we have a very aggressive, seedy, dirty, underhanded, opponent that's playing by whatever rules they want to come up with. Not to mention, if there was a crooked ref, it would be the crooked, dirty, funky, nasty liberal media. So if we were a basketball team, we wouldn't be playing against just the team. We'd be playing against the team and the refs, running interference for the team. So when it comes to President Trump, everybody who voted for him was excited after he won the election. But we can't get caught up celebrating and going, yeah, man, look what we did. We smashed the Democrats, and look at crooked Hillary, which is good because I do like to gloat sometime when it comes down to the Democrats. However, we don't want to be celebrating over that and then they mess around and pull off a victory in 2018. Because what that is going to do is impact the overall agenda. Now, we know. See, they're telegraphing it. If this was a game, if this was a football game, they would let you know exactly what hole they're going through. They would let you know exactly what the play is. And the play always for them is going to be smear Donald Trump by any means necessary. And at the end of the game, we want to be able to disqualify him, meaning let's impeach him. And on the way, we want to make sure that he don't get a chance to send in any additional substitutes off the sideline to help him win, which in this case, those substitutes would be people in his cabinet. Now, the whole time, they have been blocking him building his cabinet to the degree where nobody in the history of the United States, no president has been just blocked this much when it comes down to bringing on his own squad members. He can't even substitute his own players in. They like, nah, we're going to sit on all of that. Not only that, anything in his agenda, any of the progress that he's accomplished, if they get in, they're going to try to unravel and undo all of that. So we can't be celebrating while they're unraveling everything. Not to mention, any of the stuff he's trying to do, they're going to make sure that that doesn't get done. And finally, the ultimate goal is to make sure that he gets disqualified from the game, which is impeaching him. And we see this now with this phony, fake Russia dossier situation and Robert Mueller, this all over the place, off the leash, running around the neighborhood, scaring all the kids because somebody done let the dog off the leash. Rosenstein. I'm sorry, did that come out verbally? I think it did. So today we got some decent news. There was a judge, I guess, in West Virginia who just straight called him to the carpet. About time somebody stepped in and do what Rosenstein should have been doing by saying, dude, what are you doing? I told you to look for collusion. You are all over the place. You're chasing down Stormy Daniels. You're busting into the man's lawyer's crib. You done busted into Paul Manafort. Did you even ask them to cooperate before you just raided stuff? You just assumed the dude wasn't going to give you what you... Why would you do that? You're making me look bad. I pointed you and you're all over the place. And I got to now reel you in. But you're just like a wild dog. You're the marlin that I caught, and now you just, and I'm fighting it. You're the bull. You're the Mustang that I get on your back for a nice, easy ride, and you got me like this. See, I want you to just get in the pocket and do exactly what I told you to do. but you're all over the place. But since he won't step in and do it, this judge calls him out and says, look, based on what your initial objective was and your mandate, it seems like y'all are just playing games. Y'all are using all of these other people as pawns just to get to Donald Trump for an impeachment at some point. And I need to see the original mandate, just to make sure that you were, staying in your lane, because see, somebody else ain't making sure of that. The person who's supposed to be over that department is just turning a deaf ear, scratching, looking around like, I don't know. Last I checked, he was checking on something. So now a judge stepped in and did it. But what this does, it shows every American that voted for Trump that there is a bigger agenda at play. And if people get content and chill out, even if they don't impeach him, all of the stuff, all the progress that he has made and his policies have made, they will unravel that immediately. So just keep in mind, the game ain't over. Make the bucket and run back down the court. When I played football, I scored touchdown. I didn't spike the ball. I didn't celebrate. I didn't have guys jumping on me. I would give the ball to the ref, run back to the huddle, because the game ain't over. That's right. Play the next play. So, with that being said, we got to get out there in, November, and vote. Keep the dirty Dems completely out of the game. I don't even want to see them on the field. I want them to forfeit before the game even starts. That's what I want. Because they're cheaters, they're liars and manipulators, and their policies suck. So even if you don't like President Trump's personality, you better get out your feelings and look at his policies and how they're benefiting America. All right? Put your feelings aside. Put it in a box. Zip it up. Nice box. Tuck it way down on the inside and just man up or woman up, since, we got to be politically correct and all. So whatever you got to do, pull it together and say, let me look at the benefits that are starting to take place and go from there. And for all the critics out there that only want to focus on Stormy Daniels and they want to focus on all of that stuff like that, and did he lie about paying money? Nobody cares about that. I'm going to have to tell y'all a little, let me look around, let y'all in on a little secret. We all knew that Trump, he was a ladies' man, you know what I'm saying? Let me come closer. He was a ladies' man, okay? We know that. So we're not shocked about that, whether he paid the money or not. That doesn't matter. What matters is the policies, okay? And they trying to get people sidetracked to look at, whether he, was a moral guy those years ago. And no. North Korea, taxes, infrastructure, Mexico and any other country that ain't making sure their borders are secure, making sure we're protected, fighting against terrorism, ISIS. These are things. Companies staying in America, companies coming back to America, schools, inner city, all of that stuff, crime rates going down. These are things that are important, not funky, nasty, dirty Stormy Daniels and whether he paid her off or not. I don't care. So stay focused. Don't forget, in November, we got to come out and do exactly what happened when we came out last, a year and 15 months ago, or however long it was, but we got to come out the same way. You've been listening to Kevin at Kevin's Corner. If you like this video, hit like, share it. Make sure you hit the notification button, and also make sure you subscribe. Check me out on Wednesday nights, Kevin's Corner live radio talk show. Find me on Twitter, find me on Facebook, and we will see you next time here in Kevin's Corner. God bless you.